This is American Legion Baseball on 541radio.com. Get ready as the best from around Oregon step between the lines at Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg to play for a state title. Live video coverage of the state tournament on 541radio.com is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe, with additional sponsorship provided by DC Farmers Co-op and Champion Car Wash. Now, let's head to the game.
Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field in beautiful Roseburg, Oregon. This is the American Legion Baseball Oregon AAA State Tournament on 541radio.com. It's presented by the Cow Creek Tribe, our coverage of the postseason here on The Score for you. Welcome in, everybody. Joey Kieran as we get ready to wrap up day 2 of the tournament. The final game of day 2 will feature a classic matchup between your Roseburg Dr. Stewart's and the Medford Mustangs, an Area 4 battle, with the winner moving on in the bracket to play on day 3 with a 2-0 record, guarantee that they would have a shot at trying to get in to a championship game on Wednesday. That is the goal for everybody here as we look to try and stay alive. We've had 2 teams eliminated from the postseason so far here today. Earlier today, it was Beaverton and the Post 58 Crushers both getting eliminated from the postseason. And we just finished up with an absolute stunner of a ball game between the Post 6 Barbers and the Salem Whitnell Dodgers. The Barbers winning that one 1-0. It was a balk that scored the game-winning run in that matchup. We'll talk more about the bracket as we get ready for today's game. But we count down with the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. It's great to have you with us here. The crowd is starting to filter in for tonight's 7 o'clock start time as we get back on time. Our second game of the day went 9 innings, a couple of extras there, and it was the Sherwood Lobos that prevailed in that matchup, but it pushed us behind schedule a little bit. Our last game between the Barbers and the Dodgers got started about 45 minutes late, but they made up the time with their 1-0 pitchers duel, so we're about back on time here as we got done with enough time to get a 30-minute pregame in for the Roseburg Dr. Stewart's and the Medford Mustangs and make it to our 7 o'clock start time here tonight. As we make our way to first pitch, we'll get a chance to look at starting lineups coming up here in a little bit, but we'll go ahead and get in our first break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at today's action and how these two teams got to day 2 at 1-0 in the state championship tournament. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. I'm Joey Kieran. This is Doc Stewart's Baseball in the AAA American Legion State Tournament. It's presented by the Cow Creek Tribe here on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Back here at Champion Car Wash Field as we get ready for the nightcap in Day 2 of the AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament. Coverage of the state tournament here on 541radio.com is presented by Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop, and by our friends at Champion Car Wash. Champion Car Wash is #1 in auto detailing. They'll wash your vehicle, shampoo your seats and carpet, and hand polish. Come in and ask for the express detail or call Dustin at Champion Car Wash to book your appointment today. So as we get ready for the final game of the day here in the tourney, taking a look back at how the tournament has worked out so far. Earlier today, it was the defending state champion Emerald Challengers taking on the Post 58 Crushers in our first elimination game of 2. And it was the Challengers, to steal a phrase from Dan Bain, who was on the air earlier. The Crushers were crushed by the Challengers, who win 13-3 in 6 innings in that one. They get to the 10-run mercy rule there to end it early. Our next game of the day was the Sherwood Lobos and the Beaverton Sockeyes squaring off in the other elimination game today. And in that matchup, it goes to extra innings, and the Sherwood Lobos prevail 8-6 on top of Beaverton, that one in 9 innings. And our third game of the day, it was the Post 6 Barbers taking on the Salem Whitnell Dodgers, and it was an absolute classic pitchers duel in that matchup. The Barbers got a run early in that game in the first inning on a balk that allowed a run to score. It was a pickoff move, faking to third, going back to first. That's not a legal move in American Legion Baseball. It is in high school, but not in Legion Baseball, and so called a balk that allowed a run to come in. That was the only run of the ball game, as both pitchers were absolutely lights out in that one. The Barbers prevailed, though, 1-0 on a stellar pitching performance by Joe Brockmiller. Portland stays on the winner's side of the bracket. They'll face the winner of this matchup between the Mustangs and the Doc Stewarts. As for the Salem Whitnell Dodgers, they will take on the Sherwood Lobos in a loser-out matchup coming up tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. The loser of this matchup between the Docs and the Mustangs will face the Challengers tomorrow at 4 o'clock in a loser-out battle there on Day 3 of the tournament. So that's a look at what's coming up. You can always check out 541radio.com to stay up to date on scores and the schedule of the tournament bracket, as we keep updating that throughout the tournament here from Champion Car Wash Field. I didn't get a chance to update it with the last game because I had to quickly scramble to get gear set up here for this final game of the tournament. But we will have everything updated later tonight for you, so you know what's coming up tomorrow here in the state tournament. Getting ready for this matchup, the coaches very familiar with each other. This is the 8th meeting between the Docs and the Mustangs this season. The series, let's just put it friendly for our Doc Stewarts fans, the series heavily favoring the Medford Mustangs in this one so far this season. The Docs will try to turn the tide a bit as they look to try and stay undefeated in the state tourney, and the Medford Mustangs look to try and do the same. Medford, winners of 7 consecutive state titles before getting upended last year by the Challengers in the title game. That ended their streak of state championships. They look to get back on track and advance out of this Oregon State tournament into the Northwest Regional, hosted in Gillette, Wyoming. This has been the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run of the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. We are still filling out the scorebook, but we have the starting lineups, so we'll have those for you coming up here in a bit. Starting lineups brought to you by Cooper's Pest Control, and we'll have those coming up here in just a few moments for you from the booth here at Champion Car Wash Field. They're announcing the teams down there.
Dr. Stewart. Number 1,
Doc Stewart's will be up. We'll have another national anthem for us here tonight, so we'll hold on our final 2-minute break of the pregame show here in just a moment. Do want to let you know today's game brought to you by our friends at B&D Meats down in Winston. It is grilling season, so make sure you stop by and check out B&D Meats for something to put on the grill this summer. And again, I don't think I mentioned it, but I think a lot of people are figuring out the format here in the postseason. If you want to watch tonight's game streaming live for free, it is online at 541radio.com. You can also check out our YouTube channel, 1490 The Score on YouTube. You can find us there where the game is streaming live. You can also find the broadcasts that we've done previously here in the postseason, as well as for the entire season for Doc Stewart's baseball and plenty more from the past. So check it out. That is 1490 The Score on YouTube, or head to 541radio.com for the broadcast here tonight. It is free, and it's thanks to the Cow Creek Tribe, our presenting sponsor of video streaming this season for Doc Stewart's baseball. If you are an old school fan and want to listen to it on the radio, we're there for this Doc Stewart's baseball game on the radio as well. Head to 92.3 FM in Douglas County, or you can listen on 1490 AM in the Roseburg area. And if you want to listen online but not watch, you can go to the 541 Radio app or 541radio.com to listen to it there. All right, they go through the code of conduct for American Legion Baseball, which means the national anthem coming up next. We'll take our final 2-minute break, come back with starting lineups as the Mustangs are the visiting team. They'll be up to bat when we return on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My name's Chris. 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Well, we get back here at Champion Car Wash Field where we had a beautiful live rendition of our national anthem. And get ready to go for the top of the first inning as the Medford Mustangs, your designated visiting team, will be up to bat first. The Docs will take the field. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineups for tonight's ball game. It's brought to you by Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned Bug Assassins. Give them a call at 673-0363. Leading things off will be Cody Borzine. He's pitching today for the Mustangs. Cameron Sewell, the center field, will bat second. Tanner Douglas at first base will bat third, followed by Jace Miller, the third baseman, batting cleanup. Aiden Horsley, the left fielder, will bat fifth. The catcher, Jeremiah Robbins, hits 6th. Batting in the 7th position is Owen Thompson, the right fielder. At shortstop, hitting 8th is Frankie Retigliano. And the second baseman, Johnny King, will bat in the 9th position. No DH being utilized for the Mustangs. Head coach Nate Maben and the Mustangs, they're at 33-7 on the season, taking on the Doc Stewarts, who are 21-17 on the year. On the mound will be Austin Takahashi for the Doc Stewarts. Takahashi unfortunately spent much of the season on the designated list, not the designated list, the disabled list. He was on the injury reserve. Austin dealing with a groin issue much of the season. He has made his way back. Takahashi, 13 innings worked, making his second start, his 4th appearance, a 2-1 record, a 4.31 ERA, 8 strikeouts, and 3 walks this season. He will face off against the ever-dangerous Cody Boragine.
Number 13, Cody Boragine.
Boragine, the leadoff man, will swing at the first pitch, and we're underway. He fouls it off over the left side, out of play. And hopefully no one parked in that general vicinity of that baseball. If they did, they should have known better. 0-1 count as we get things underway. Takahashi misses high and away. Talking yesterday with head coach Jeremiah Robbins about the idea, not yesterday, it was a couple days ago, the ideas of how they want to proceed going into the state tournament. A 1-1 pitch outside and high by Takahashi. They talked about, what their rotation they want to make it look like, and the idea of Takahashi against Medford was one they liked. It's a 2-1 pitch, chopped towards second base, charging in Sebastian Watson, leaping to get to it, tries to get it out of the glove quick, and cannot make the play. Boragine will get on, unfortunately, with an error there for Sebastian at second base. That one off the springy turf here at Champion Car Wash Field. He had to leap to get to it as he couldn't get there in time to take it on the short hop. And he knew that little extra hesitation, it was going to force him to try and have to make a quick play to first base to get Boragine, who bats left-handed and is extremely quick. So a leadoff man on for the Mustangs. Cameron Sewell, the center fielder, will bat. I thought error. The scoreboard to my left thought base hit for that one. There's a pitch high and away by Takahashi, a 2-0 count. Cameron Sewell starting in center field tonight for Boragine, who normally starts out there but will be on the mound. Breaking ball misses high and away, 3-0 count. Takahashi going with the slide step, the quick pitch to Cameron Sewell, knowing they've got Boragine at first, who likes to run. And there is a 4-pitch walk issued by Takahashi. Runners at first and second.
The next batter, number 29.
So the Mustangs will start out with runners on base, trying to take the early edge against Roseburg. Medford beating Beaverton yesterday 4-3, a walk-off win for them, scoring in the bottom of the 7th to come away with the victory. First pitch, a strike on the outside corner to yet another lefty. They load him at the top of the lineup here for Medford. Tanner Douglas playing at first base tonight. He was the starting pitcher yesterday for Medford in game 1 of the postseason. The 0-1 pitch to him. Another breaking ball outside corner. That one looked nice. Just misses. We'll make it a 1-1 count here for Tanner Douglas. Takahashi hits the outside corner that time with the breaking ball. Austin from Roseburg High School will be a senior this next year. He was named the Southwest Conference Co-Pitcher of the Year this year for Roseburg High School. His 1-2 delivery, Douglas fouls it away down the left field side, stays at the plate. Talk is a kind of no emotion type of guy out there on the field usually. Definitely keeps those things in check. A serious competitor. His 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, and you want to talk about a competitor. He challenged Tanner Douglas with everything he had on that fastball, and Douglas comes out of his shoes trying to catch up to it. He goes down with the strikeout. One away for the Docs here in the top of the first inning. That strikeout brought to you by One Peak Medical. Don't waste time with Swinging and missing at the next opportunity to find a doctor. Check out onepeakmedical.com to book your appointment today. A breaking ball low for a 1-0 count. A 1-0 delivery. Runners both going. The ground ball goes to shortstop. Cade Johnson only played to first and bobbled around at first. The throw to the plate now to try and get the runner. Nope. Medford's got everybody safe as the Docs look to try and not let the pressure of Medford get to them. And that's what Medford does. They use speed and just a ton of aggressiveness to get you. Cade Johnson throws low to first base, and that Jace Miller got on with the error there.
The next batter, number 5, Aiden Horsley.
Cameron Sewell was safely on at second. Cody Boragine went to third, and then with the throw kind of bobbled around by Evan Corbin at first, Cody Boragine decides to attack, and he tries to take home. He gets in and scores. That makes it a 1-0 game in favor of Medford. Swing and a miss. Catch up on the video stream here. Runners on the corners. A 1-1 count to Aiden Horsley. At third base is Cameron Sewell. And at first base, Jace Miller. 1 out, 1-1 pitch. Squaring to bunt. That one goes back to the mound. Takahashi throws to first. Throw back to the plate. Did they get it there in time? No! 2-0 Medford in front. At third base, Cameron Sewell hesitated, didn't go initially, but when the throw went to first, he scored, and the throw by Evan Corbin just not quite in time. So a sack bunt for Horsley. Drives in a run, 2 down, 2-0 Medford with a runner at second. Pitch high and inside to Jeremiah Robbins. He was the hero yesterday, had the game-winning hit to give Medford the 4-3 win. With 2 outs here in the top of the first, the 1-0 pitch in for a strike. So again, looking back on that ground ball by Jace Miller to shortstop, the throw to first bounced in. It was bobbled by Evan Corbin, and Cody Boragine just used his speed to take 2 bags and get that first run of the game. A ground ball hit to second base. Jeremiah Robbins goes down with the ground out. The Doc Stewarts will get out of things in the first. Now they got to respond. Medford came out punching. The Doc Stewarts got to answer and not let this linger out there as it has in the past. 2 runs in for Medford on, I have it down as 2 errors, no hits, and 1 runner left on base. We will go to the bottom of the first inning. It's a 2-0 lead for the Mustangs on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
We head to the bottom of the first inning. 2-0 Medford in front of the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts, the host team here in the state tournament. Taking a look at your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for the Docs. It'll be Austin Takahashi, the pitcher, followed by Sebastian Watson, the second baseman. Cade Johnson, the shortstop, bats third. Evan Corbin, the first baseman, will bat cleanup, followed by Dominic Titone in right field, batting fifth. And in the sixth spot is third baseman Jace Johnson. We'll get to the rest here in a moment as the first pitch by Boragine is in for a strike against Takahashi. Knox Hubbard, the catcher, bats seventh, followed by left fielder Eli Jacobs. And then rounding out the starting 9 is center fielder Carson Dunn. No DH being utilized by Roseburg, much like Medford. 1-1 count as Cody Boragine is on the mound. He is the left-hander from North Medford High School, spent last year at Delta College, where he played quite a bit as a freshman in the college ranks. He'll miss outside to Takahashi. A 2-0 count. Or excuse me, make that a 2-1 count. There's low again for Takahashi. And Taka ahead, 3 balls and 1 strike as the Docs look to claw their way back out of a 2-0 deficit. 3-1 pitch. Takahashi popped up to center field, where Cameron Sewell is there to make the catch. 1 away. Sebastian Watson will bat. Looking around the diamond defensively for Medford. Jeremiah Robbins behind the plate. Tanner Douglas at first. Johnny King at second. Chase Miller at third. And Frankie Rutigliano at short. In the outfield from left to right, Aiden Horsley, Cameron Sewell, and Owen Thompson. First pitch swinging for Sebastian Watson. The second baseman airs it out to right field on the foul line. Catch made by Thompson. And the Docs are down to their last out here in the first inning.
Next batter, number 1, Cade Johnson.
That'll bring up Cade Johnson, who went hitless yesterday. There's not been many games where we say that about the Doc Stewart shortstop. First pitch he takes for strike 1 from Boragine. Docs have seen Boragine earlier this season against Medford. No 1 pitch misses, a 1-1 count. The 1-1 delivery, swung on and missed for strike 2. The 1-2 delivery for Boragine. Strike 3 called. Up near the letters on the inside corner, and down looking goes Cade Johnson. Docs go down 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first. And Medford will hang on to their 2-0 lead as we head to the top of the second inning in this 7-inning ball game. Final game of day 2 here from the AAA American Legion State Tournament on 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe, and right here on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Top of the second, a 2-0 lead for the Medford Mustangs. Austin Takahashi, an ever-quick worker in between innings, already has 3 pitches in against Owen Thompson, a 2-1 count after a called strike on the third pitch of the at-bat. Thompson swings through for strike 2. Oh, a warm one today here in Roseburg. Sunny skies, 90 degrees. It's just going to keep getting hotter as the tournament goes on. Tomorrow, triple digits. A 2-2 pitch is popped up in the air right side where you fight the sun over there. Sebastian Watson seems to have a good track on it, and the second baseman underneath it for the out, 1 away. Yeah, 102 tomorrow, 101 on Tuesday, and then dropping into a cool 97 for Championship Wednesday coming up here in the state tourney in Roseburg. Now, Medford, it's going to be hot down there as well, so I'm not any Medford folks tuning in. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. First pitch high for ball 1 to Frankie Rutigliano, the shortstop. Down in Medford, still looking at 98 degrees down there. They hit 101 today, according to my phone. It's a foul ball. Makes it a 1-1 count. Look at that. 108 Monday, Tuesday, they're in triple digits for the foreseeable future down there. Yikes. Ball fouled away to make it 1-2 here for Retigliano. 2 runs in the first inning for the Mustangs. They're on top of the Doc Stewarts here in this game between 2 teams on the winner side of the bracket. The 1-2 pitch, line drive shot in for a base hit, and that will be the first hit of the game. Going to stretch it for a double, as finding the alley is Frankie Retigliano. He has the first hit of the game for the Mustangs, scoring a couple of runs on errors in the first inning.
Number 1, Johnny
The Mustangs
King.
get their first hit on a double to right center. That brings up Johnny King to bat with 1 out and 1 on. Breaking ball just a bit high inside for King. Doc Stewart's with Knox Hubbard back behind the plate. A 1-0 pitch hits the inside corner. A 1-1 count. One pitch, missing. 2 balls and a strike. Takahashi delivers that ball fouled away. Back into the netting behind home. Hubbard behind the plate, the battery made for Takahashi. Evan Corbin at first. Sebastian Watson at second. Jace Johnson at third. Cade Johnson at short. Get you the outfield. The 2-2 pitch, missing high and inside. And then from left to right in the outfield, Eli Jacobs, Carson Dunn, and Dominic Titone for the Docs. As a nice little breeze picks up here at the ballpark. Full count pitch, and Takahashi misses high for ball 4. Something he doesn't often do, walking guys, but it's been more of a struggle for him here during the summer than it was during the spring. Put a runner on, and back to the top of the order we go, where the dangerous, there's no real weak spot in this lineup card for the Mustangs, but this top of the order is
13,
treacherous,
Borgi.
and they are extremely left-handed coordinated. Cody Borgine steps in. Started to square to bunt, pulls it back for a 1-0 count. Borgine reaching on an error to start off the ball game and came around to score on a throwing error. .1-0 delivery for Talk. Misses way outside on that pitch. Up out of his crouch quickly was Knox Hubbard to get to that one before it gets by. Speed on the base paths with Retigliano at second, King at first. So balls that get by, there's a good chance the runners are moving up. Here's a soft liner towards short. Everybody reads it on the base paths. The catch made by Cade Johnson. There's 2 down. And it'll be Cameron Sewell the bat. Walked in the first inning against Takahashi. Cameron Sewell and Austin Takahashi split that Pitcher of the Year award in the Southwest Conference this year. Sewell from South Medford High School takes the first pitch high for ball 1. A breaking ball that doesn't have enough of a drop to it. Sewell, 1-0 delivery, takes the strike on the outside corner. Here in the top of the second inning, already 2-0, Medford in front. Takahashi's 1-1 pitch, ground ball towards short, backhanded by Johnson. A throw goes away at second base. The runner is going to try and score, and Corbin will hang on to it. Another run comes in as the Mustangs continue to take advantage of miscues by the Doc Stewarts. So Cameron Sewell will get on with a fielder's choice. Johnny King will get the second. Scoring was Retigliano on the third error of the ball game for the Docs, and it brings up Tanner Douglas, who takes strike 1. So far, 1 hit, 3 errors in this game, 2 walks as well for Takahashi. Ground or line drive right through the box, past Takahashi to center field. Carson Dunn comes up throwing to the plate. It won't get there in time. Another run in for the Mustangs on a single by Tanner Douglas. So that will keep the parade going here for the Mustangs. 4-0 with runners at first and second, a 2-out rally.
Chase Miller.
Cade Johnson's throw to second base, trying to get Cameron Sewell. That got away. Just didn't quite work out for the Ducks, and it comes just one batter. Seems like both innings, the final out comes one batter too late to really limit the damage. Jace Miller, a quick comebacker to Austin Takahashi, and that will finish it off. So the Doc Stewarts give up another 2 here in the second. 2 runs on 2 hits. And 1 Doc's error and 2 runners left on base. Go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 4-0 Medford in front of the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Bottom of the second inning, a 4-0 lead for the Mustangs. Doc's coming up with Evan Corbin to lead things off against Cody Boragine, who will miss low on the 0-1 pitch for a 1-1 count. Welcome you back here to Champion Car Wash Field. Today's game brought to you by Tim's Appliance and Mattress at the corner of Lane and South Stevens. 0% financing is always available. A strike taken by Evan Corbin, a 1-2 count for the Roseburg first baseman. Put that ball in the air towards right field. Foul territory. Everybody chasing. No one will get there in time. Douglas, King, and Thompson all trying to track that down. Pretty much the entire right side of the field for the Medford trying to get to that ball, unable to do so. Great crowd tonight, as expected. Docs drew a great crowd last night, but now that it's Docs Medford, you knew it was going to be a good crowd here on a Sunday night. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed by Corbin. He goes down with the strikeout. Second of the game for Cody Boragine.
The next batter, number 3, Dominic.
Brings up Dominic Tourn to bat, the right fielder. Will hit with nobody on. First pitch from Boragine, the lefty-to-lefty matchup inside for ball 1. Cody Boragine played 31 games at Delta College out of Stockton, California. Gets Dom to pop it up on the infield. The shortstop, Retigliano, charging in, does make the catch on what would be considered the infield grass here on this artificial turf field.
Next batter, number
2 down for the Doc Stewarts.
Johnson.
Jace Johnson will bat with nobody on base. Boragine, no pitching appearances at Delta. 31 games, had a .314 batting average, 7 RBI. Not too shabby for his first year of college ball. Swing and a miss by Jace Johnson. Jace didn't play yesterday. Takahashi got the start at third. He actually did play yesterday. He came in as a reliever and picked up his first save of the season. He takes inside, a 1-1 count. So Jace out of the bullpen yesterday. Today getting the start at third. Jace started at third pretty much every game in the absence of Austin Takahashi with his injury. The 1-1 from Boragine is popped up, foul, out of play. Strike 2 for Jace Johnson. Borgine trying to get another 1-2-3 inning here in his second inning of work. Pitch outside, 2-2. Day 2 of the tournament. We've already had a couple of teams eliminated this morning. Beaverton and the Post 58 Crushers out of Salem-Kaiser area. 2-2, swung on and missed, and Borgine sets down the Docks in order again. 1-2-3, and it remains a 4-0 lead for the Mustangs. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the top of the third. Mustangs in front here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Swing and a miss to start things off here in the top of the third inning. Aiden Horsley is up to bat. Horsley a sac bunt in the first inning. He'll chop one up the middle. Cade Johnson coming in. Will have to hop to try to make the play. His throw to first hits the runner and into the Medford dugout. And the hits keep coming for the Docks. They just trying to make the play. Keeps going awry for him. That'll be another error. Start things off here in the third, and it puts a runner at second base. Horsley will be out at second base with nobody out. It brings up Jeremiah Robbins. Medford's just pounding the ball into this turf, getting these high hops off the infield. First pitch, strike one to Robbins. Jeremiah Robbins 0 for 1 in the game with a ground out to second. The nephew of Doc's head coach, Jeremiah Robbins. We've talked about that plenty through the past. Pitch misses, a 1-1 count. Looking forward to the days when we get to talk about a Robbins that's not named Jeremiah. Jeremiah with a couple of sons that we look forward to seeing in some baseball in the future. Ground ball to Johnson at short. Cade will make the play this time. Across the diamond to retire Jeremiah Robbins. Up to third base, though, goes Aiden Horsley with one out. Runner at third for the Mustangs, already on top 4-0. Owen Thompson will bat. Takahashi, first pitch. Misses high and inside, ball one. Pops out of the glove for Knox Hubbard there. Didn't know where the ball had gone. It was basically almost sitting at home plate. Today's game brought to you by Roseburg Honda. Breaking ball misses high and in. Buying a car can be a hassle, but at Roseburg Honda, it's different. Customer satisfaction is their highest priority. Visit Roseburg Honda where they treat you like family because they are family. 2-0 pitch. Misses again, a 3-0 count. 2 walks already for Takahashi tonight. Doc's trying to hold Medford off the board for the first time in the ball game. A 3-0 pitch for a strike. Keeps Thompson at the plate. Owen Thompson led off the second inning with a fly ball out to the second baseman, Sebastian Watson. Defense playing in with the runner at third and 1 out. Swing and a miss for strike 2 to Thompson. Full count. Doc's trying to get a big out here in the top of the third. Time taken by the hitter. Takahashi mentioned usually a very quick worker. That time took his time on the mound. And the batter calls time. Full count pitch. Swung on and missed. A huge strikeout for Takahashi. And there are 2 down on the second strikeout for Tak here in the ballgame. Strikeouts brought to you by One Peak Medical. Don't let the perfect pitch get by you. Here it is. If you're tired of waiting months to see a doctor, visit onepeakmedical.com to book your appointment today. Check swing. Ball gets away from Hubbard, but not far enough. The home plate umpire will say the hitter did not go around, so that's ball 1 to Frankie Rutigliano, who had a double in the second inning. He bats with Aiden Horsley at third. The 1-0 pitch popped up, foul and out of play for strike 1. Doc Stewarts have faced Cody Borgine before. He's the pitcher for Medford tonight. He pitched a shutout against the Docs in 6 innings in that game, so we'll see how that goes as this game continues. 2-1 count after a breaking ball just high for Rutigliano. Takahashi fires in the fastball and gets a foul ball by Rutigliano. 2-2 count with 2 down. 1 on at third base. Rutigliano waits, and the pitch misses for Tak. Full count. Waiting on deck, Johnny King, the on-deck hitter, brought to you by Budget Lumber. Swinging after a pitch high. That might have been ball 4. Rutigliano didn't let it go by. He's still at the plate. The on-deck hitter brought to you by Budget Lumber. Everything you need for building a house. Maybe you're putting together a garden bed or even a deck. That's Budget Lumber, always striving to be lumber 1. Full count pitch. Back to the mound. Goes off the glove for Takahashi, but he's got time. He'll underhand flip it to Corbin. And there's your final out in the third. Docs keep the Mustangs off the board here in the third inning. No runs on no hits. There was 1 error and 1 man left on base. Docs looking to get the offense going as we go to the bottom of the third inning on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Bottom of the third inning, there go the Salem Whitnell Dodgers. Looks like they went and got dinner and then made their way back here to the ballpark to take in tonight's festivities. Final game of day 2 of the tourney. Right now it's the Medford Mustangs leading 4-0 over the Docs with 2 runs in the first and 2 in the second. Knox Hubbard will bat as the 7, 8, 9 hitters come up against Cody Borgine. Ball 1 taken for Knox Hubbard, the lefty. .1-0 delivery. Knox pulls it first base side, knocked down by Tanner Douglas. He'll take it to the bag himself to retire Knox Hubbard. A nice play there at first base by the lengthy Tanner Douglas. That retires Knox for the first out here in the third.
Number 9, Eli Jacobs.
Tanner Douglas, I'm not sure what his official height is listed at, but it's significant, and he used every bit of it to get to that ball, as Knox almost squeezed one through. Eli Jacobs will bat. He swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1.
For a chance at winning some cold hard cash and some prizes.
Eli Jacobs, 2 for 2 yesterday. Swings through for strike 2, chasing high on the fastball. He had 2 infield singles on a couple of bunts. Also was hit by a pitch and scored a run against the Sherwood Lobos yesterday. Swings through foul tipped into the glove for strike 3. And that's another strikeout for Boragine, his 4th in the ballgame. 2 away, and the 9-hitter Carson Dunn will bat. Docs will get through the lineup for the first time here in the 3rd inning. Carson Dunn trying to send it back to the top. First pitch carries inside from the lefty to the righty for ball 1. Docs have gone 3 up, 3 down every inning so far. 8 straight batters retired by Boragine. Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Dunn. The 1-1, swung on and missed, strike 2. Two down, nobody on base here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Carson takes strike 3. 5 strikeouts for Cody Boragine. He's feeling it on the mound, and he has set down the Docs in order the first time through the lineup. We will head to the top of the 4th inning. Doc Stewart's trailing 4-0 against the Medford Mustangs on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients. Dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Top of the 4th inning, the 9-hitter Johnny King up for a second time in this ball game. He's ahead 2 balls, no strikes against Austin Takahashi. King walked in the 2nd inning and scored a run. His 2-0 pitch is down there for a strike. This Medford team, they're just such disciplined hitters. They do not chase a lot outside the zone as Takahashi quickly into his windup. Gets a fly ball to left field. Eli Jacobs settles and makes the catch out there. And some of the shadows in left to retire the first batter. And for the 2nd time tonight, the Docs will get the leadoff man against Medford. 1 out, top of the order. Boragine up to bat. But these Medford hitters, they just don't chase. They do a great job of staying in the zone as a ball fouled off by Boragine. And I think Takahashi seems maybe a little frustrated just by the fact that, you know, he's been throwing stuff around the zone. He just can't get anybody to chase after some of these pitches. The 0-1 in for a strike on the outside corner. 0-2 pitch for Boragine, who is 0 for 2 in the game. Ground ball left side, 0 for 2, no more. He gets a single to left field with 1 out. So a runner on base for the Mustangs. They've had a man on base in every inning so far. In fact, they've put a man in scoring position in every inning. And for the first time in the ball game, they were held scoreless in a frame. That was in the top of the 3rd. Docs look for a double play ball here to try and see if they can get out of this one quickly here to wrap things up in the top of the 4th. The 1-0 count for Cameron Sewell. He'll take outside, a 2-0 count. Sewell walked in the 1st, reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd. Takahashi delivers in for a strike out at first base. Boragine faking as if he was going to go. Well, Medford has had Roseburg's number this season. As a ball popped up left side, that's going to be trouble for Jacobs if it's fair, and it will drift foul for strike 2. The Mustangs are undefeated against the Docs this season. And I think there's a lot about that rests in the minds of these Docs players. They've got to find a way to break through that wall. Try and have success this year. They've got to beat Medford at some point. Full count now for Cameron Sewell. 1 out, runner at first, 3-2 pitch. Runner going, ground ball up the middle. Watson will make the play to first. No chance to get Boragine at second as he was running on the play. So he'll get in safely. Cameron Sewell's out at first, 2 down. Tanner Douglas will bat. Douglas with an RBI single in the second. So Boragine out at second base into scoring position for a second time tonight. At the plate, Tanner Douglas up in another RBI situation. He'll take for ball 1 as the ball squirts away a bit there from Hubbard. He chases it between the umpire's legs. Out at second base stays Boragine. A 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, comebacker snagged by Takahashi, who will run it over and flip it to Evan Corbin. Takahashi has had a number of balls hit his direction, but he's been able to do all right with them, handling it there. And he gets the Docs out of things in the top of the 4th inning. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. 4-0 still. Medford in front of the Docs on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
First batter for the Doc Stewart to lead off the
bottom of the 4th inning. Tonight's game brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com. Call them at 541-459-1545. Top of the order up for the Doc Stewarts. First pitch, strike 1 to Austin Takahashi in a lefty versus lefty matchup. Boragine's 0-1 pitch, swung on and fouled away by Talk. Takahashi flew out to center field in the first inning to lead things off in the game against Medford for Roseburg. The 0-2 fouled off. Takahashi stays alive. Doc Stewart's going through the lineup for a second time, hoping to get some momentum going against Boragine. The 0-2 pitch, low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Doc's starting their second time through the lineup. Meanwhile, Medford has already started their third time through the lineup against Takahashi. The ball hit right side, goes foul. Talk got out in front of the off-speed pitch and fouled it into the Medford bullpen. 1-2 delivery. Low and outside again for Boragine with his slider carrying too far away from the lefty. Shadows creeping out from the left field side. Lights not coming on just yet. Sun is still peeking out there. There's another ball fouled away by Takahashi. Out in right field, this is where things start to get real interesting and right. Sun right around the horizon. It gets tough to see sometimes out there. The 2-2. Strike 3 called against Takahashi. He goes down looking. That is now 10 straight batters retired for Cody Boragine. And he's got 6 strikeouts. 1 away. Brings up Seabass. Watson flew out to right field. in the first inning. Take strike one. Boragine, the 0-1, swung on and missed by Watson. Today's game also brought to you by Flyaway Travel. You can book your travel plans with their travel experts. Give them a call at 672-5701. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed by Sebastian. 2 down.
Next batter, number 1, Cade
That brings up
Johnson.
Cade Johnson. He was a strikeout victim back in the first. First pitch from Boragine outside. Cody Boragine on the mound, really feeling it here tonight so far through 3 2/3 innings. That ball to left field, it goes out there enough for Aiden Horsley to get to it. Well hit ball by Cade Johnson, but carries long enough, and Aiden Horsley's there to make the play. So, staying perfect on the night is Cody Boragine. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. To the top of the 5th inning we go. 4-0 Medford in front on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with
Top of the 5th inning, a 1-1 count to lead things off for Jace Miller, the cleanup man, as the Mustangs lead 4-0. Here's we welcome you back. Ground ball to shortstop. Cade Johnson over to Evan Corbin. Docs get the first out. Miller now 0 for 3 in this game. 1 away. Brings up Aiden Horsley, who's 0 for 1. Only 3 hits in this ball game by my tally for Medford. I've got down 4 errors for the Docs as a ground ball to short again in the hole. Johnson across to retire Horsley quickly. 6-3 the putout, 2 down. 2 hits down in the second inning and 1 in the fourth, but then 4 errors total in this ball game for the Docs is by my tally. And so not necessarily a lot of hits for Medford today. Docs have given them extra opportunities, and they took advantage early. Strike on the first pitch for Takahashi, who is hopefully starting to find his own groove on the mound. So far he's gotten the first 2 outs. The 0-1 delivery, breaking ball, strike 2 against Jeremiah Robbins, who's 0 for 2 in the ball game. The 0-2 pitch couldn't get him to chase. A ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball just outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. With 2 out, nobody on here in the top of the 5th. That ball in the air, out to center field. Drifting back a bit, now in a few steps for Carson Dunn. And out in center field, he makes the grab. And it's a 1-2-3 inning defensively for the Doc Stewarts. Maybe some momentum they can carry in to the bottom of the 5th. They trail 4-0 here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
065-44707.
Going to the bottom of the fifth inning, unfortunately, a lot of zeros on the scoreboard right now for your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts on that new scoreboard. With sponsorship from D.R. Johnson Lumber Company. Appreciate them and chipping in to help put the new scoreboard in here at Champion Car Wash Field. One of the many updates that have been made. Bottom of the fifth, Docs look to try and get something going against Cody Boragine. Evan Corbin will bat. He's 0 for 1. Fouls off the first pitch for strike one.
Everybody good?
Joey Keyran here with you. We'll have coverage all day tomorrow as well, although only 3 games tomorrow. As we start to whittle down the number of games, as the number of teams gets whittled down as well. 0-1 pitch fouled away, strike 2 for Corbin. Tomorrow games are scheduled for 1, 4, and 7. They're going to be playing through the heat tomorrow. The 0-2 pitch, Corbin takes high up at the eyeballs for ball 1. First game tomorrow will be the Lobos and Salem. As Corbin will hit a grounder towards short. Up with it, Retigliano. Throw to first, right on target. 1 down. Brings up Dominic Tourn.
The next batter, number 3, Dominic.
He flew out to the shortstop in his first at-bat. So the Sherwood Lobos taking on the Salem Whitnell Dodgers at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in our first game of the day. And you can catch every game from the tourney streaming live online at 541radio.com. Presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. Strike taken by Tourn, lefty-lefty matchup. The 0-1. Tourn lets it go by high, right around the shoulders. Tonight's game sponsored by Dr. Alanson Randall. The dentist is accepting new patients. Call him at 378-6694. Line drive shot. This one won't quite catch it in the air at short. Retigliano, though, gets the throw to first in time to retire Tourn. 2 away.
The next batter, number 16.
Soft hit liner there to short. Retigliano didn't come charging in. He just decided he'd play it off the one hop instead of trying to see if he could catch it in the air. First pitch, strike 1 to Jace Johnson. Will bat with 2 outs and nobody on here in the 5th. The 0-1 delivery for Boragine, high and away. 1-1 count. Boragine looking for another 1-2-3 inning. He gets a swing and a miss out of Jace for strike 2. 4-0 Medford in front. Full crowd here tonight. Docs fans sitting on their hands waiting for something to happen they can cheer for. The 1-2. Strike 3 called. Medford fans are clapping. Docs fans still waiting to see it happen. That is the 8th strikeout in the game for Cody Boragine, and it's still a 4-0 lead for the Mustangs. Through 5 innings of play, Doc Stewart's trail against the Mustangs on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
With the Docs in the 5th inning, there were no runs.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Owen Thompson leading things off for the Mustangs. An 0-1 pitch drilled to center field. Back is Carson Dunn there to make the catch. So Austin Takahashi will retire the first batter for the Mustangs as we start the sixth inning. Tonight's game sponsored by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Frankie Retigliano, the shortstop, will bat. He hits a ground ball to short. Cade Johnson, the throw on the run, scooped at first by Corbin. And the Docs will get a big put out there for the second out to retire Retigliano. And it's quickly 2 down here in the top of the sixth inning. 4-0 the lead. Medford in control. The Docs have not done anything offensively, but they've been coming around defensively to keep it within reach. First pitch, strike one on the outside corner to the 9-hitter Johnny King. King is 0 for 1 in the game. Puts that one to right field. Charging in, Dominic Tatone sets, and there's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Docs defensively. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. So the defense coming up, but they put themselves in a tough spot early. They've got to get the offense going as we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. 4-0 Medford on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Well, it's getting late early. The Roseburg Dr. Stewarts are going to have to get some momentum going offensively if they want a chance to stay in this ball game. Knox Hubbard, Eli Jacobs, Carson Dunn due up against Cody Boragine. And the first pitch from Boragine is low for ball one. Doc's pitcher, Austin Takahashi, 92 pitches through 6 innings. On the other side, Boragine, a very efficient 55 through his 5 innings of work. Gets a foul ball from Knox Hubbard, a 1-1 count. Cody Boragine, that means he has averaged 11 pitches an inning against the Docs here tonight. A 1-1 pitch to Hubbard, strike 2 taken on the outside corner. Medford does have some arms in the bullpen, but there's no need. Cody Boragine has been on fire. The 1-2 pitch behind the head of Knox Hubbard. Maybe I spoke too soon. That is probably one of 2 or 3 pitches that have gotten away from Boragine tonight. 2-2 pitch to Hubbard. Swings through it for strike 3. That is strikeout number 9 on the night for Knox Hubbard. And that is now
batting for the Docs,
16 straight batters retired. And here comes Coach Nate Mabin. They may be looking to pull Cody Boragine here to try and keep him under a certain pitch limit so he is available to come back and pitch later in this tournament if needed. They're going to make a pitching change here in the 6th inning with a perfect game going for Cody Boragine. He should get a round of applause. Everybody here should recognize what's happening. All zeros on the board for the Docs as Boragine untouchable. But they go to the bullpen. It's a call to the pen brought to you by Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance. If you've been thinking of switching up your insurance coverage, now's the time. Get in touch with Chris Hubbard at 541-672-3301. or visit chrisinsures.com for a quote today. We'll take a 60-second break. We'll come back, tell you about the new man on the mound on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Well, welcome back. The Medford Mustangs, leading 4-0, make the decision to pull Cody Boragine to try and keep him under his pitch count limit to make him available for a game later in this tournament if needed. They go to Owen Thompson out of right field. He takes over, and he gives up the perfect game as he hits Eli Jacobs with the first pitch he throws to give the Docs their first base runner. Welcome back into the ball game. Wow, that's what I was wondering how things would go. Owen Thompson gives up the perfect game. Still a no-hitter going for Medford. Doc's got to get some offense going, but maybe some momentum. Runner going. The throw is low. Throw gets into center field and up to start running. Here comes Jacobs. The throw to third. Got him. Cody Boragine goes to center field and now throws out Eli Jacobs at third. And any momentum the Docs had just got wiped off. Jacobs stole second base after getting hit by a pitch, but then is thrown out at third by Cody Boragine, who can do no wrong. 2 down. At the plate, a 1-1 count here for Carson Dunn. Strike taken. So Boragine goes 5 1/3 innings, gave up no runs, no hits, no walks, 8 strikeouts. He had a perfect game as a ball taken 2-2 for Carson Dunn. Cody Boragine had a perfect game through 5 1/3 innings. Owen Thompson hit the first batter, but then Boragine makes the play to keep the no-hitter or keep things going here. Throw to first base gets Carson Dunn from third baseman Jace Miller, and it'll be down to the 7th inning for the Doc Stewarts with the top of their order coming up. So some defense helps clear it. Docs still have sent just the minimum to the plate in tonight's ball game. They'll have to try and score 4 at least in the bottom of the 7th. We'll see how the top of the 7th goes. Back after this on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Well, you could probably crown him the Prince of Medford after the season he's been having. Cody Boragine at the plate to lead things off for the Mustangs here in the top of the 7th. Medford leading 4-0, a 1-1 count. Boragine chops one towards second. Sebastian Watson will retire him. Borgine just one hit in this ball game, but he's done everything else. A stellar start on the mound and then a huge defensive play from center field that has helped keep, right now, the Roseburg Dr. Stewart's scoreless in this ball game. One out as Borgine is retired. Cameron Sewell will bat. On the mound still Austin Takahashi throwing as he gets a foul ball out of Sewell. Takahashi looking for a complete game. He gave up 2 runs in the first, 2 in the second on a total of 2 hits and 3 errors. Also walked a couple in there, but Tak has definitely gotten stronger as the game goes on. Unfortunately, the offense has done nothing to help back him up so far. 0-2 pitch to Cameron Sewell is outside for ball 1. Docs will have the top of their order coming up, down 4-0 in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-2 pitch, high and away from Takahashi. Nobody currently throwing in the Docs bullpen, but I think there was some action earlier. The 2-2. Ground ball chopper up the middle. Backhanded for Watson. Throw to first. Not in time. So that'll be an infield single for Cameron Sewell. His first hit of the game. And just the 4th hit of the ball game for the Mustangs. So 1 on, 1 away. It brings up Tanner Douglas. First pitch on the hands, fouled away, strike 1. Hey folks, tonight's game sponsored by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County, and by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces. The 0-1 line drive just over the top of Cade Johnson. It's short. Trying to go first to third. The throw by Jacobs will not be in time at third. In safely goes Sewell. The speed on this Medford team is astounding. So runners on the corners. Jace Miller will bat with 1 out. Doc's trying to keep it 4 runs. They don't want to make it any harder for themselves. Looking for a ball on the ground to turn 2 with. Runners on the corners. Tanner Douglas at first. I'm sure he's speedy. Probably not one of the fastest guys on the team, but it's Medford. He's probably got speed. Pitch is high, ball 1. Behind the plate, Knox Hubbard. Has a good arm. He's thrown out a number of runners this season. The 1-0. Ground ball will drive in a run as it gets cut down by the shortstop, Cade Johnson. But an RBI single for Jace Miller. Johnson leaping to get to that ball in the outfield grass. An RBI single for Jace Miller. And it is a 5-0 lead, Medford. Here comes Jeremiah Robbins out to the mound. With Takahashi getting the visit here, this might be it. Going to make a change. It looks like Jace Johnson's going to take over on the mound. Jace came in and pitched at the tail end of yesterday's game. He'll get the ball again here tonight. Austin Takahashi gets a round of applause, as he should. Takahashi finishes out today's game. Gets 3 hits here in the 7th inning he gives up, but really a pretty strong game from him against this dangerous lineup. Just did not get any offensive support tonight. 5-0 Medford in front, back after the pitching change on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Here in the top of the 7th, a call to the pen brought to you by Chris Hubbard, State Farm Insurance. Check out chrisinsures.com for a free quote today on your auto, home, life, and more. Jace Johnson will take over for Austin Takahashi. He will face off against Aiden Horsley. Runners going, throw to third. Not in time. Docs fans wanted it, didn't get it. Stolen base for Tanner Douglas at third. Jace Miller gets the stolen base the second. And Medford just ever aggressive on the base paths. .1-0 pitch here for Horsley by Jace Johnson. With 2 runners in scoring position, a 5-0 lead for Medford. And make it a 6-0 lead. A ball into left field. Picked up by Jacobs. They're going to send the runner to the plate. The throw goes through. Got him! Out at home is Jace Miller. They get 1 run on the base hit by Horsley, who makes his way to first. Line drive shot to left field. That is the 4th straight hit in the ball game for Medford here in the 7th. Scoring was Tanner Douglas. Makes it 6-0, but the Docs do cut down 1 run at the plate.
Jeremiah Robbins.
Nice throw out of left field by Eli Jacobs right to the plate. A 1 hop to Knox Hubbard, who applies the tag on Jace Miller. 2 down. Jeremiah Robbins will bat. He fouls off the first pitch from Jace Johnson. Oh, 1 count, so the Docs will have to make up 6 runs in the bottom of the 7th. Do they have some magic in them here at home as the host team in the state tourney? The 0-1 pitch in the air to left field. Going back is Jacobs, tracking that one. And he's got the catch, an 0-for-4 day for Jeremiah Robbins, who has been a guy that has killed the Docs in the past. Today struggles at the plate, but the rest of the Mustangs, they've been doing pretty good. 2 runs in here in the 7th inning. On 4 hits. There were no Docs errors and 1 runner left on base. All right, to the bottom of the 7th we go. Docs need 6 to tie, 7 to walk off with a win when we return on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
First batter for the Doc Stewart to lead off the bottom of the
Coverage of Doc Stewart's baseball on the Score this season
Takahashi
is sponsored by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? Takahashi, Watson, and Johnson due up here against Owen Thompson, who's come on in relief, trying to close out this game for the Mustangs. And he will miss low and inside to Takahashi for ball 1. 3rd time to the plate for the order. Docs have gone down 3 up, 3 down in every inning so far. A 1-0 pitch misses for a 2-0 count. Takahashi ahead in the at-bat. He is flown out to center and struck out, looking. Thompson faced 2 batters in the 6th in relief. He hit 1, but then got helped by the defense to get the out. That kept it at 3 batters in the 6th inning for the Docs. So they have sent 18 to the plate, 18 down. 3-0 pitch here for Takahashi. He'll take a strike. Docs trailing by 6, so they're going to have to send a lot of hitters to the plate here in the 7th inning to try and get back in this one. Takahashi on the 3-1 pitch sees something he likes. He takes a cut, fouls it away. Tonight's game also sponsored by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. Full count pitch from Thompson. High and away, ball 4, first walk of the game for the Docs. It's going to take some more than that, but that's a start. So for the first time, Docs get a runner on with a walk. For the first time, they get the leadoff man on base. Now let's see if they can continue to do some more firsts here tonight. Sebastian Watson will take low for ball 1. 2 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the 7th for Medford. 1-0 delivery here for Thompson. Takahashi a decent lead out at first. But the Docs not looking to give up any extra outs here, give up any outs. So they may be a little less aggressive on the base paths, not wanting to give up a chance to keep guys on the base paths and moving in here in this 7th inning. 2-0 pitch from Thompson is in for a strike to Watson. Sebastian flown out to right and struck out. Cody Borgine, now the center fielder, is lined today. 5 1/3 innings, gave up no runs, no hits, no walks, 8 strikeouts. 2-1 pitch. Watson fouls it away for strike 2. 8 strikeouts in the, let's see here, 8 out of the 16 outs for Cody Borgine were by strikeout. Not too shabby there. 2-2 pitch here for Sebastian Watson. Owen Thompson out of the stretch. Off speed. That one out towards left center. That one, it's going to be Borgine. That guy is everywhere. There's the first out. I'm not sure if Horsley lost that ball in the air somehow, but no worries. Cody Borgine could probably play all 3 outfield positions at once. 1 away. Cade Johnson had a hard hit ball his last time up, but it goes right to Horsley in left field. Check swing. He takes for ball 1. A win for Medford puts them in a game against the Barbers tomorrow at 7 o'clock. The 1-0 pitch bounces into the chest protector of Jeremiah Robbins behind home. 2-0 count for Cade Johnson. A loss for the Docs would put them in a game against the Challengers tomorrow, another team that has had the Docs number this season. Docs would take on the Challengers tomorrow at 4 in a loser-out ball game. The 2-0 pitch outside for a 3-0 count. Lights starting to come on and illuminate the ball field a little bit here as the sun is setting, just a sliver of sunshine across the diamond. The 3-0 pitch, Cade Johnson takes for strike 1. It has been an extremely quick game. You had Borgine just absolutely shutting down the Docs, and then you've got Austin Takahashi, who is not just a quick worker, he is just a furious worker on the mound that does not waste any time. 3-1 pitch, Johnson popped up. Center field to the vacuum that is Cody Borgine. 2 away. So it has been an absolutely lightning-paced ball game. Right now, we're not even at an hour and a half yet. We're closing in on an hour and 20 minutes for this ball game. There's 2 down. Evan Corbin will bat. Medford does have an arm going out to the bullpen. I guess just in case this thing continues, they want to probably save Owen Thompson if possible. First pitch to Evan Corbin, strike 1. So, do the Docs have a 2-out rally in them against Medford? The 0-1 pitch from Thompson, strike 2 for Corbin. Tonight's game sponsored by Good Vibrations Solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. Waiting on deck is Dominic Titone, hoping for a chance. The on-deck hitter is brought to you by Budget Lumber. Everything you need for building a house or maybe putting a deck on your house, that's Budget Lumber. Always striving to be lumber one. The 0-2 pitch, trying to finish off a no-hitter. It's Thompson. There it is. The Medford Mustangs no-hit the Doc Stewarts in a state tournament ball game tonight here at Champion Car Wash Field. All zeros on the board for the Doc Stewarts. They leave one man on base. Cody Borgine and Owen Thompson combined for the no-hitter. Medford has been good against the Docs. They saved some of their best here at the tail end of the season. That was a performance. 6-0 your final score, as the Mustangs will stay on the winner's side of the bracket to face the Barbers tomorrow. The Doc Stewarts will take on the Challengers in a loser-out game at 4. We'll tell you more about it after this 3-minute timeout. We head to the post-game show. Medford, the winner on top of the Docs on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
We'll see it back here at the ballpark.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Remember the good old days when you didn't have to make an appointment or wait in line for an hour just to talk to your teller, when businesses were local and gave back to the community. At Cascade Community Credit Union, there are some things will never change. We're the only credit union or bank headquartered in Douglas County, and making our members a priority has always been our priority. For easy and simplified banking, visit CCCU. No appointment, just come on in.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
We welcome you back for our post-game show here from Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg, where the Medford Mustangs shut out the home team in the tournament. And not just that, Cody Borgine and Owen Thompson combined for the no-hitter against the Doc Stewarts. Medford will advance on in the winner's bracket to take on the Barbers tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And the Doc Stewarts now one loss away from wrapping up the season as they take on the Challengers tomorrow at 4. Docs will try to look to knock out an Area 4 opponent tomorrow. Docs have not won against an Area 4 team so far this season. Well, I mean, it's an exciting ballgame. We just witnessed an absolutely stunning performance. Unfortunately, it was against the Doc Stewarts, the team we've been following all season here. So I'm a little heartbroken a bit that it happened against the team I root for, but nonetheless, that was something special. Cody Borgine pulled out of the game in the 6th inning to keep him under the pitch count limit, and he comes out of the game with a perfect game going. He faced 16 batters and retired 16 straight, 8 of them by strikeouts. that's pretty much the story of this ballgame as Cody Boragine dominated things on the mound. And out there defensively, when the Docs got a little bit of momentum in the 6th, got Eli Jacobs on with the hit by pitch. He stole second. The throw got away into center field. Jacobs tried to take third, and Cody Boragine threw an absolute dime to third base to get him out there, and that cleaned the bases off. And then Owen Thompson able to get the final out on a ground out, and that kept it a 1-2-3 inning there in the 6th. A walk in the 7th inning was the only walk of the game, and the Doc Stewarts couldn't take advantage of that either. They finished this one out, a 6-0 loss. Taking a look at your Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update. Garrettson Building Supply, shop local for all of your home improvement and outdoor living needs. That's Garrettson Building Supply, supporting our Douglas County community for 99 years. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Mustangs. No runs, no hits, and 4 errors in this ball game for the Doc Stewarts. It was 2 runs in the first inning for Medford on no hits and 2 errors. Boragine got on with an error to start off the inning. Then a walk to Cameron Sewell, put 2 runners on, a strikeout for Takahashi. Got some things going right, but then a ground ball to shortstop. Jace Miller gets on with an error, and that allowed a run to come in and score. The throw by Cade Johnson got away at first, and Cody Boragine would score on the play as the throw to the plate was too late from Evan Corbin. Then a sac bunt would score a run, and then that would be 2 runs in there in the first inning. In the second inning, a double by Frankie Rutigliano got him on with 1 out. A walk put second runner on base. There was 2 outs, but then Medford gets a fielder's choice and then an error. The ball went to short. They tried to get the out at second base. It was thrown away. That allowed a run to score and allowed everybody to be safe with 2 outs. Then a single by Tanner Douglas drove in a second run in the inning. So another error there, leading to a run and a couple of runs for the Mustangs. They would add 2 more runs in the 7th inning. Cameron Sewell led off with a single, or got a 1-out single. Tanner Douglas followed with a single. A single by Jace Miller would score a run. Another single by Aiden Horsley drove in another run. 2 runs would come in the 7th, and it was 6-0. That's your final score there for Medford. Doc Stewart's got runners on in the 6th and the 7th. Only 1 inning did they send more than 3 hitters to the plate. That was the 7th inning after a walk to Takahashi. It's not going to do it for the Docs. They hope to try and turn the page, put Medford behind them for now, and hopefully get a chance to meet them again later on in the tournament, or maybe the Barbers. Maybe the Barbers have what it takes to take out Medford here this season. But either way, the Docs hope that they get a chance to play later on, but they'll have to beat the challengers tomorrow to make that happen. So that is a look at how this one played out. We'll get you all the numbers. Cody Boragine, the winning pitcher. Austin Takahashi takes the loss. We'll get you all the numbers from this one when we come back to wrap up the postgame show here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My name's Chris. 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Back here to wrap things up from Champion Car Wash Field on this Sunday evening, Medford, a 6-0 winner over the Doc Stewarts. Medford will move on to play tomorrow, and we'll take a look at the bracket again here in just a little while to get you all squared away for tomorrow. And you can always check 541radio.com for more details. Take a look at the numbers. Cody Borgine with the win, 5 1/3 innings, perfect through 5 1/3. No hit runs, no hits, no walks, and 8 strikeouts. 16 up, 16 down. Owen Thompson finished off the no-hitter. He hit the first batter he saw, but he keeps the no-hitter intact. So the perfect game was lost, but the no-hitter completed. 1 2/3 for Thompson. 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 hit batter. 1 over the minimum for Medford, or for the Doc Stewarts here tonight. Meanwhile, for Medford, or for Roseburg, Austin Takahashi takes the loss, 6 1/3 innings, gave up 6 runs on 6 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Those are not all 6 of those runs would be earned runs, as the defense behind Tak not great here tonight. Jace Johnson pitches the final 2/3 of an innings, but Takahashi takes the loss. So that is a look at the pitching numbers. Offense, it's all Medford. 2 hits in the ballgame for Tanner Douglas. He goes 2 for 4 with an RBI. Also, you had Borgine 1 for 4 in the game. Cameron Sewell 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Jace Miller was 1 for 4 with an RBI. Aiden Horsley was 1 for 3 with an RBI. And Frankie Retigliano had a double. He was 1 for 3 in this game as well. So that is an offensive numbers for you here tonight. It is time now to name our Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game for the Doc Stewarts tonight. Every game we name one. A tough one here. Just not the Docs night against this so tough Medford team. Trying to think of maybe some good defensive plays that were had out there. You know what? I'm going to give it to Austin Takahashi. He battled his way back in. The way this game started, he could have packed it in, and he did not. He settled in. He gave up 1 hit from the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th innings. He gave up 1 hit and didn't give up a run. So he got into a groove there. Unfortunately, the offense couldn't come back to help him out. So Austin Takahashi, tonight's Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game. All right, folks, taking a look at our schedule for tomorrow. By the way, tonight's sponsorship, MSK True Value, I want to give shout out to them. Unfortunately, tonight, Roseburg got no hit. And MSK True Value is our first hit sponsor of this season for the Docs. So without a hit, we didn't mention them earlier, but that is MSK True Value Building Supply, located down in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. All right, taking a look at tomorrow's schedule. 3 games coming up at 1, 4, and 7. We start off with the Salem Whitnell Dodgers and the Sherwood Lobos in an elimination game at 1 o'clock. Then it'll be the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts and the Emerald Challengers in the 4 o'clock game, another elimination game. And then the matchup of the 2 undefeated teams in the 7 o'clock game, the Post 6 Barbers and the Medford Mustangs at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Well, spend your Monday with us. We'll have coverage of every single game. Maybe you got to spend your time at the office. Well, hopefully you've got dual monitors so you can get some work done and have the games going on your second screen. You can head to 541radio.com for coverage of every game coming up tomorrow here from the state tournament at 541radio.com. It's presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. All righty. We will go ahead and wrap it up there. Docs will try to keep their season going tomorrow. And as for the rest of the tournament, there's going to be 4 teams looking to keep their season going. 2 of them will be eliminated. And then the Barbers and the Mustangs will look to try and see if they can make their way to that Game 13, which is a matchup of a team that has lost a game and a team that hasn't lost a game. Game 13, if you're the winner on that one, That is a good spot to be. So we'll see how things play out tomorrow as day 3 of the tournament gets underway. Want to say thanks to all the teams that are here for the state tournament. It's been a lot of fun. Some really great ball games we've been treated to. Tonight stings a bit as the voice of the Doc Stewarts. Tonight's game stung just a little bit. But that's the way the game goes sometimes. So kudos to Medford on a great game that they played. They continue to look very, very good. Thanks to everybody for being here. Thanks to, again, head coach Jeremiah Robbins and the entire Roseburg Dr. Stewart's American Legion Baseball program for allowing us to bring you another season of Doc's Baseball here on The Score. Want to say thanks to Abby Knight back in the studio for the radio production tonight. Thanks to Angela Keyran for help with the video production here this evening. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast. Because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Keyran. We'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. I'll be on the air for some of those games tomorrow, plus the Doc's game. So we'll talk to you then. It's the AAA American Legion Baseball State Tournament here from Roseburg, streaming online at 541radio.com and right here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.